My name is Mouse Powell. I'm from Phoenix, Arizona, and I'm a hip-hop artist.
So don't fall, don't break, don't take this place away.
It's weird because you come in, like when people hear that you're an AZ artist, there's this instant like pre-thought that they have about you. Like they hear like, oh, he's from Arizona. That's where people are crazy. that's where they have crazy gun laws, and that's where immigration and everybody's racist and is ignorant. It's different going out of state because you kind of have to win people over a little bit. And as far as being out here, everything's so spread out that you have to like convince people that it's worth coming the 20-minute drive to downtown Phoenix or the 10-minute drive from Tempe to Phoenix, whatever it may be. It's not a standard place to be coming out with hip-hop music, at least from like the outsider perspective. If you live here, you know there's a ton of good stuff out here. Where It's Cloudy?
Yeah.
Okay. That was my first album that I put out, and I put it out last November. I think we did it November 22nd, and we did a Thanksgiving release party for it. It's really good. It's super soulful. It's cool. It's an album that I wrote. I started writing it when I was probably 16. I'm 22 now, and I was 20 when I finally released it. There's so many different parts of my life that it covers. It covers everything from being 16 and just wanting to party and be a high school kid to being like 20 and now you've been in college for 2 years and you still don't know what you want to do, and what you do know, you want to be a musician. And there's that whole there's a lot of turmoil over the decision of like, do you actually pursue something that has potential to not be fruitful? So that's kind of where that album was. It's a really cool transition record for me, and it's got like crazy soulful production on it. We didn't do very many hip-hop features, actually, as far as rappers go. I just chose the two rappers I grew up out here listening to. So it's Ill Al and Brad B from Drunken Immortals. And it came out solid. It's gotten great response out here. Holding Home. That is the song about growing up in Arizona. It's the most realistic Arizona depiction ever. For such a nice song, I wrote that song so spitefully. I wrote it like after listening to like 3 or 4 other Arizona songs, and each one of them was like these crazy gangster depictions of Arizona that's just completely inaccurate. They were just crazy. And there are parts of Arizona where it is a little bit more like, it's a little bit more hazy.
Right.
But for the most part, like, Arizona's, the coolest thing about Arizona is you can go from 10 minutes, you can be like in the hood, to being in like the Biltmore area where everything's super nice. So that whole song was like trying to capture everything. Like, I wanted to capture how realistic Arizona actually is, and it's a fun place to live. Like, I love it out here. You can't beat in Arizona winter, in Arizona sunset. Like, seriously, get out of town. Best place ever. Danny McManus, DMAC Productions is what his company is called, and he's the one who approached me about it. He bought my album at a show we did with Greaves and Budo, and he came up. He's like, dude, we need to do videos, and we need to do a video for this song. And at first, I didn't want to do that shit because I was thinking in my head, I was like, this is gonna pigeonhole me into being an Arizona artist. This is only gonna relate to people in Arizona, and like, I'll be stuck here forever. Not that that's necessarily a bad thing, but if you want to make music into a career, you got to get out.
Right.
So he finally convinced me into doing it, and it's been nothing but like blessings since then. Like, and I've gotten hit up from people in Chicago about it. I've gotten hit up from people in Washington about it. Like, AZ transplants love it, and then people who are from like small places like we are, like, you know what I mean, not like your typical big city, but not like just in the middle of nowhere. They're like, oh, I relate to this. This is just like how our place is. So it's really cool. Like, it's gotten great response. I want to get back on tour, man. We've been touring a lot this year, but not enough. Like, I love traveling, so I'm gonna try and travel some more. I want to be in a city near whoever's watching this. We have a new record that we're working on. We're probably about 5 to 6 songs deep on it, and it's really, really personal. It's really good though. Like, it's kind of like dealing with this transition stage of being like semi-successful on a terribly small level. Like it's hard to be. I think the line that best describes it is hard to be the star when the kids think you're famous, but the headlining act still can't remember what your name is. Like, so that's kind of like what this album is all about, and like it's all about like the transitions of like getting onto the road a lot. Like we're trying to be on the road 4 or 5 months of the year. Like I'm still trying to maintain a normal life. Like I still have a 9 to 5 that I hopefully come back to every time I leave. I still have a girlfriend that I hopefully come back to every time I leave. You know, it's hard. It's interesting to live on the road and not see your family as much, but you know, it is what it is, and it's a blast.
When
Like,
that expected?
we're shooting for late winter probably. Yeah, it's gonna be free too. Yeah.
Everyone loves free.
Yeah, nothing better than free 99. At MOUSEPOWELL. That's my Twitter. And Facebook is Mouse Powell. Just put it in the search engine. It should pop up.
Good looking.
Okay, shout out Avenue of the Arts crew. I'm in a crew. I don't think a lot of people know that. I'm in a crew called Avenue of the Arts. They're dope. Shout outs to the Blunt Club, Dump Food, Pixter One. Put this one out there. Shout outs to Living Legends, because I love those dudes. They keep fucking somehow or another. They keep ending up like doing things out of state. They rule. Shout out to Ill Al for recording Where It's Cloudy and mentoring me. My big brother. Shout outs to my real big brothers, Ike Money and Clay Johnson. Shout outs to my family. Shout outs to Taper Fades. Shout outs to Cheap Drinks.
Don't take the place away. Hey, 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 look.